Yeah.
Yes, we're good.
Okay. I'd like to call the regular meeting to order at
Oh, it's actually 8 o'clock.
8 on the dot. We're going to do a flag salute followed by a moment of silence. So everyone please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Actually, you all stand. We do a moment of silence, please.
Okay, please be seated.
All attendees and participants agree to conduct themselves in a manner appropriate for public gathering. Individual speakers should be advised that no right of privacy protects a person's public comments made in a public forum. Accordingly, all participants bear responsibility for their own statements and commentary. We have a proclamation on tonight.
Absolutely. Okay. Proclamation, the A&M Redbirds Junior Pee Wee Cheer Squad, the 2025 Pop Warner National Championship.
Yay!
Okay. Whereas the A&M Redbirds Junior Pee Wee Cheer Squad has demonstrated exceptional skill, dedication, and teamwork throughout the 2025 cheer season, and whereas the team traveled to North Carolina to compete in the prestigious 2025 Pop Warner National Championship on December 11th, 2025, and whereas through rigorous training and unwavering spirit, the A&M Redbirds outperformed competitors to secure the first place national championship title in their division, and whereas the A&M Redbirds have brought honor to their coaches, families, and community, serving as role models for young athletes. Now, therefore, on behalf of Mayor Farrow and the Township Committee of the Township of Millstone, take pride in commending and recognizing the A&M Redbird and their victories, proclaimed this the 4th day of March, 2026. Congratulations. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is we're going to provide you not only with the proclamation, Coach Susan or Amanda, whoever wants to keep this, right, that's a copy for you guys, and then we're going to give out the certificates. I'll give them to the coaches. Thank you. And where is Assistant Coach Kelly? And Gabriella, Junior Coach. Okay. Kala. Congratulations. Valentina. McKenna. Harley. Lily. Cameron. Charlotte. Olivia. Haley. Nina. Sydney. Angelina. Last but not least, Gianna. Come up here. Let's take a nice picture.
You actually have to come up on the
Yeah,
boat.
come up there. Come up. Can they see over the seats? Coach Amanda may not be able to. Congratulations.
I'm just going to move this back here.
Sorry, Jay. You guys will actually be on TV as well. They got the cameras here, so if it plays on the channel, repeatedly.
Might have to do 2 rows.
Sydney, go to the front.
Everybody shifts a little bit.
Some of
these athletes are taller than me. This isn't right. Look like one of the team.
Sydney, come in the middle.
I'll stand by the smallest one so I feel better about myself. Smile over here, girls.
Everybody say cheese!
Cheese!
Everybody say Redbirds.
Redbirds!
Awesome. You should be so proud of yourselves.
Congratulations.
Great job. Good job.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Thank you, thank you.
See you.
Good job, girls.
Thank you.
Coaches.
Oh, they can. Amanda or Susan. I'll let you.
Thank you so much for honoring our girls. We're super proud of them for representing Millstone. They put in so much work, and we also just are so proud to coach them and to see them grow as athletes and members of the community.
Just echoing what Amanda said, thank you so much for recognizing our girls. They have put in endless hours of dedication to their sport, and every single one of them absolutely love being a cheerleader, and endless hours, and sometimes it seems like it never is ending, but they always come with such great effort and support, and they also are now global champions, because this past Thursday we competed in Atlantic City, and they came in first there as well.
Thank you again for recognizing us. We want to let you know that we've been with some of these girls since they were in kindergarten, and we look forward to spending many more years with them. Thanks.
Nice.
Thank you for putting Millstone on the map.
Absolutely.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you guys are welcome to stay.
You can
Very exciting information, but you're more than welcome to leave if you'd like.
Thank you. I love your outfits too.
Absolutely.
Costumes, outfit, very pretty.
You can see it on TV. What you missed, you'll be able to see on TV. It'll put you to sleep.
That was by far the best Pledge of Allegiance we've ever
I was
had.
gonna say, I've not heard anything
Yeah.
like that at our building.
Most spoken, that's for sure.
And they were very, very
Enthused and, yes.
excellent.
It was, I agree.
Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna begin.
fire away.
Chris, now your clock stops.
Let's go. Let's roll.
Resolutions 26-79, resolution acknowledging receipt and review of Planning Board Consistency Report for Ordinance 26-03.
Can I get a motion to adopt or table?
I move to adopt.
I'll second it.
I'm gonna do roll call. Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Zabrowski?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Resolution 26-80, resolution acknowledging receipt and review of Planning Board Consistency Report for Ordinance 2604.
Can I get a motion to adopt or table?
I'll make the motion to adopt.
I'll second.
Any committee discussion? No discussion.
Okay, roll call. Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Zabrowski?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Resolution 26-81, a resolution acknowledging receipt and review of Planning Board Consistency Report for Ordinance 26-05.
Can I get a motion to adopt or table?
I'll make a motion to adopt.
I'll second.
Any committee discussion? No committee discussion.
All right, roll call. Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Zabrowski?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Resolution 26-82, resolution to transfer funds on appropriation reserves number 1.
Can I get a motion to adopt or table?
I'll move to adopt.
I'll second it.
Any committee discussion? No committee discussion?
All right, roll call. Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Zabroski?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Ordinances. Second reading. Ordinance 26-03. An ordinance amending Chapter 35, Land Use and Development Regulations, Article 5, Zoning District Regulations, Section 5-7, Section 5-11, and the Schedule of Area, Yard, and Building Requirements, Chapter 35, Attachment 7, of the Revised General Ordinances of the Township of Millstone, County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, to establish zoning standards for municipal-sponsored affordable housing.
Explanatory statement. This ordinance amends Chapter 35, Land Use and Development Regulations, Section 5, Zoning District Regulations to establish zoning standards for municipal-sponsored affordable housing and implement the provisions of Round 4 Housing Element and Fair Share Plan. Affidavit of publication presented. McKinley, do you want to give a brief overview of this?
Sure. So this ordinance, 2603, is, well, first let me start by saying that municipally sponsored affordable housing sites are permitted in every zone in the township. That was put into place during the third round. What wasn't put into place, though, were specific bulk regulations for all of the, for any potential municipally sponsored projects outside of the R130 zone. So what we did here was there are three lots, I should say, that comprise two different sites that are in the amended Housing Element and Fair Share Plan to produce 100% affordable housing developments. One of the sites does, which is at 54, I don't know why I always say the name of this road wrong. Eli. I don't know what's wrong with me. Eli Harmony Road. This site actually is in the R130 zone, so there are standards associated with 100% affordable, but given the specific needs of this site, we felt that it was appropriate to add additional site-specific standards. And with affordable housing, you can do that, where in traditional zoning, you cannot do site-specific standards. That would be considered spot zoning, but the laws allow us to do it to facilitate the creation of affordable. Part of the reason this is of such a specific site is because it is really a triangularly shaped site. There's a significant amount of frontage. So we wanted to be sure that setbacks were appropriate for development, landscaping standards, et cetera. Also, the anticipated development structure for this site is going to involve subdivision for financial purposes only. It will appear as one cohesive site, but the potential developer will need to subdivide it into 2 or 3 lots to secure the funding necessary to build it. So the amendment to the zone is going to allow for that to happen, but all of the bulk standards will be taken from the perimeter rather than the potential subdivision. So that's one aspect of this. The second is adding bulk standards for the 2 lots located at 478 and 480 Monmouth Road. These are adjacent sites, adjacent lots. We're really considering it one site. It's in the existing highway commercial zone, which doesn't have bulk standards associated with affordable housing. So this is adding that. We took the standards that are already in place for the R130 zone for affordable and adapted them slightly to be site-specific for, again, this site. Similar to the previous one, this site is going to need to have subdivision for financial purposes only. So again, these standards are going to allow for that to happen, allow for all of the bulk standards to be measured from the perimeter rather than these subdivision lot lines. It is consistent, as you know, the planning board's offered their consistency report, and it is in keeping with what was proposed in the housing element.
So, question, when the plans come before the planning board in the future, the variances will not be required because they're being defined here with this ordinance?
That's the hope. We used concept plans from the potential developer of the site to develop these bulk standards. Mm-hmm. There's always the opportunity where when they do go in and actually engineer the site, there might be something that doesn't completely jive with what we had come up with. But the intent is for the site plan at the planning board to be substantially consistent with these and hopefully not have any bulk variances.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, at this point, I will open up to the public if they want to discuss ordinance 2603.
At 8:14.
And we have no public that's willing to discuss, so we will close it to the public at
8:14.
this point. Can I get a motion to adopt our table?
I'll move to adopt.
I'll second.
Any committee discussion? No further committee discussion?
Okay, roll call. Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Zabroski?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Second reading, ordinance 26-04, an ordinance amending Chapter 35, Land Use and Development Regulations, Article 5, Zoning District Regulations, Section 5-10 of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Millstone, County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, to establish zoning standards for municipally sponsored affordable housing.
Explanatory statement, this ordinance amends Chapter 35, Land Use and Development Regulations, Section 5, Zoning District Regulations to establish zoning standards for municipally sponsored affordable housing and implement the provisions of Round 4 Housing Element and Fair Share Plan. Affidavit of publication presented. I will again defer to Kinley for an explanation.
Absolutely. So just like the 2603, 2604 is providing for rezoning for a site specifically to develop a 100% affordable project on. This site is at 453 Stagecoach Road, just down the street from the municipal building at the very awkward intersection there where about 3 or 4 roads come together. This is going to be what we've been calling the Allen House 3 development. We have Allen Houses 1 and 2. I don't know who Allen is. The potential.
He's got quite a few houses.
He's got a lot of homes. The intended developer is the Affordable Housing Alliance, who has done many, many projects here in town. They're calling it Millstone Senior because it is also going to be a age-restricted 55 and older, similar to, it's going to be almost exactly the same as 1 and 2. This site is in the NC neighborhood commercial zone, so also did not have bulk standards associated with it. So we have taken, again, similar standards as exists for the R130. This site has a special situation, though, where the northwest corner of the site is going to be taken by the county for a roundabout at that strange little intersection there. So a significant chunk of the lot is going to be removed and become part of that roundabout right-of-way. So the original concept for this site got shifted a little bit, so the standards are not exactly the same as that in the R130. We had to allow for some slightly different coverage because the site got smaller. So it is site-specific to that lot. And again, just like the others, that is permitted with affordable housing and will facilitate the development of the 10-unit age-restricted project. Brian's very excited about this.
Yes. Thank you. We will open up to the public for comment on ordinance 2604.
At 8:17.
And we will close it to the public at.
8:17.
Can I get a motion to adopt or table?
I'll move to adopt.
I'll second.
Any committee discussion? No committee discussion?
Roll call, Committee Person Zabroski?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Second reading, ordinance 26-05, an ordinance amending Chapter 35 Land Use Development Regulations to repeal and replace Article 8, Affordable Housing, in its entirety, and amend Section 5-17, Accessory Apartments, to address the requirements of the Fair Housing Act and the Uniform Housing Affordability Controls regarding compliance with the township's affordable housing obligations.
Explanatory statement, this ordinance repeals and replaces Chapter 35 Land Use and Development Regulations, Article 8, Affordable Housing, in its entirety, and amends Article 5, Zoning District Regulations, Section 5-17, Accessory Apartments, to address the requirements of the Fair Housing Act and the Uniform Housing Affordability Controls. Affidavit of publication presented. I will open it up to the public for discussion at.
Do you want to see if
I thought
McKinley,
these first two, I mean, if you have an explanation of this, that's fine.
I could just say real briefly that it's replacing a section you already have that implements all of the uniform housing and affordability control standards. It's very similar to what exists. What you have in front of you, as Brian and I were talking, is a template from the state. There's not significant changes to what you already have. The change to the accessory apartment section has to do with updating references. It referenced CO, and now we reference the courts. All very, very innocuous and really mostly just administrative in nature.
Right, and it's required by the amendments to the Fair Housing Act.
Yes.
That were recently enacted.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now I'll open up to the public
okay, at 8:19,
and close it to the public.
and that's now 8:20.
Right. Can I get a motion to adopt or table?
I'll move to adopt.
I'll second it.
Any committee discussion? No committee discussion?
Roll call, Committee Person Ziner.
Yes.
Committee Person Davis.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Morris.
Yes.
Committee Person Zabroski.
Yes.
First reading, ordinance 26-06, an ordinance amending Chapter 5 fees, Section 5-2, fees for Chapter 2 administration, Paragraph C, recreation registration of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Millstone, County of Monmouth, and State of New Jersey.
Explanatory statement, this ordinance amends the recreation registration fees contained in Chapter 5, Section 5-2, Paragraph C of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Millstone. Can I get a motion to adopt or table?
I'll make the motion to adopt.
I'll second. Any committee discussion? No committee discussion?
Okay, roll call, Deputy Mayor Morris.
Yes.
Committee Person Zabroski.
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner.
Yes.
Committee Person Davis.
Yes.
Second reading and public hearing to be held on March 18, 2026, at 8 p.m. at the Millstone Township Meeting Room, 215 Millstone Road, Parineton, New Jersey. Resolutions, consent resolutions. All matters listed under item consent agenda are considered routine by the Township Committee and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There will be no separate discussion on these items. If discussion is desired of any item, that item will be considered separately. 26-83, payment of vouchers, March 4, 2026. 26-84, resolution awarding contract for the 2026 curbside spring cleanup project and reserving option for year 2. 26-85, resolution authorizing award of a contract for emergency tree removal services on Purcell Drive on February 24, 2026. 26-86, resolution appointing affordable housing administrative agent and authorizing the award of a non-fair and open contract for professional services. 26-87, a resolution of the Township Committee of the Township of Millstone endorsing the amendment to the Housing Element and Fair Share Plan adopted by the Planning Board. 26-88, resolution of the Township Committee of the Township of Millstone, County of Monmouth, seeking approval of an updated spending plan. 26-89, resolution of the Township Committee of the Township of Millstone, County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, adopting the affordable housing manuals for the rehabilitation of owner-occupied and rental units. 26-90, resolution of the Township Committee of the Township of Millstone, County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, adopting the affirmative marketing plan prepared by the Affordable Housing Alliance. 26-91, resolution ratifying and confirming the termination of Millstone Township Shared Service Agreement with the Township of Middletown for tax assessment services. 26-92, the resolution of the Township Committee of the Township of Millstone exercising the township's rights with respect to the March 15, 2026 date set forth in the Fair Housing Act as amended.
With respect to resolution number 2687, there's a couple of minor typographical errors in the second whereas clause where it refers to the borough of Bogota. That should be the Township of Millstone, where it states borough in the second whereas clause, third whereas clause, fourth whereas clause, those all should state township. And in now therefore be it resolved in the third paragraph, it says the borough clerk should state the municipal clerk. So with that correction, go ahead.
Go ahead and proceed with a motion.
Can I get a motion to adopt your table?
I'll move to adopt.
I'll second it.
Going to do roll call. Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Zabrowski?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Township Committee minutes, none presented. Application for a raffle license, Standard Bread Retirement Foundation, RA number 342, off-premise merchandise raffle to be held on May 26, 2026, at 353 Sweetman's Lane, Millstone Township.
Can I get a motion to approve or table?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Application for a social affairs permit, Millstone Township Elks PBOE number 2613, filed for a social affairs permit for an event to be held on April 3rd, 2026, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at 22 Burnt Tavern Road, Clarksburg, New Jersey, 08510.
Can I get a motion to approve or table?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, liaison reports.
Yep, I got a couple things. The senior meeting is the second Tuesday of the month from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Community Center on Stagecoach Road. The next meeting will be this Tuesday, March 10th, and they're going to have their annual St. Patty's Day party. They are currently looking for new members. The only restriction for members is you have to be 50 years and older, and there is a membership fee. The Open Space Preservation Council, the farmer meet and greet that was scheduled for tomorrow night is going to be rescheduled. We were notified by the State Agricultural Development Committee that they had a conflict and with somebody that was doing the presentation, so it was best to actually reschedule. And lastly, the clam bake is scheduled for June 7th at Wagner Farm Park this year.
Excellent. Eric, you have anything?
I don't have anything.
Jeff?
The only thing I have is the school board, its next meeting, I'm not sure of the date, I believe it's like March 25th-ish or somewhere around there. They're doing their preliminary reading of their budget to be finalized in April. I would encourage the town to attend this important meeting with the Board of Ed to question the budget spending. Keep in mind that 70% of your tax bill does go to the school system, so you should be aware of how they're spending their money.
Okay, thank you. I have a few things. So for recreation, met on Monday, just a few kind of takeaways. We're going to ask our participants and coaches to be mindful of the conditions of the fields, right? It's starting to get warmer. We're going to have some warmer days. They're going to be extremely muddy. We want to try to limit some of the use in certain fields that may be different to what we've done in the past, and it's going to be on a condition by condition basis. So just try to bear with us, work with our recreation coordinator, and obviously the coaching staff. You know, we're going to be a little more strict than we were in the past about regulating who's on what field for all the right reasons. We hear a lot of complaints about the fields in general, but it's the overuse of the fields at times which causes the fields to be in these conditions. So that's one of the takeaways, as well as they're compiling kind of a punch list of certain conditions of parks and fields that can come back to the administration and the Township Committee to address and look and see if we could start knocking down some of these things. For example, if there's a missing light for safety, and I know that was a subject of major discussion on Monday's meeting. You know, we just had a very massive storm, obviously, over the past few weeks. I think the DPW team did incredible in getting the roads cleared as early and safe as possible. We did have some residents who did call myself. I know Kevin got a handful of calls about coming back, and you know, we're explaining that, you know, the wind drifts would create an issue that probably wasn't there originally, and so thank you everyone for their patience, and thank you for the DPW team for doing what they did. It was a tremendous effort. Did we ever get a total inch count?
About 24 inches.
Right. 2 feet of snow is a lot to move, right? And they moved it very quickly. Do you know how many hours they were out there?
It's over 30.
Yeah.
You know, he took away all my thunder.
Well, you take
I was going to bring some of this stuff up here.
I'm the liaison to
So, yeah, no,
DPW.
exactly. So they.
But please expand
no,
on.
They actually
the great
started
job.
around 1 o'clock on Sunday, and they were still working through,
Yeah.
Tuesday morning, and they had to come back and clean up other stuff. Some of the cul-de-sacs and some of the smaller development streets, people complained that we didn't plow it wide enough. Initially, we were trying to just make access so people could get in and out, where the fire department, ambulance could get in and out. Then people shoveled their driveways. So if we had gone back, as some people requested, and I mean friends and everybody else requested, you would have ended up plowing people's driveways again. So it was one of those decisions that had to be made. I think our guys did a good job. They tried to keep from stacking stuff up on cul-de-sacs on people's driveways where they try to move it out. We've actually put in, or we're putting in, FEMA hasn't decided whether they're going to be reimbursements yet. The county has to hit a certain threshold. Every state was declared a state of emergency. If the county in aggregate puts in for large enough, we may be eligible. And if you add up between the work, the salt, the vehicles, the use, damage to vehicles, the towing of vehicles to get them fixed after they've had issues, tree damages, I'm requesting up to almost $72,000 reimbursement, where you probably only get about 3/4 back. So, but it's, Mike Maloney from the fire department was very instrumental. We actually got a hold of the school and asked them if they had stuff. So, we're doing our best to try to get some kind of things. While I'm on streets, something to look forward to. The asphalt plant's going to open up next week.
Woohoo!
So the following week, starting on March 16th, we're going to start some milling and paving projects for the town. So it's not necessarily in stone these dates, but basically going to start around Van Arsdale Circle, milling and paving, Horseshoe Drive, the 17th, Millstone Road, milling on the 18th, paving Horseshoe Drive on the 18th, milling Payne Island on the 19th, paving Stillhouse on the 19th, milling Payne Island on what do we got here, the 20th, hopefully paving the next day. We got Spring Road, milling and paving hopefully on the same day, milling Old Noah Hunt, paving some more there as well. The milling Brewer and paving Brewer on around the 26th. According to where, wait a minute, I got an interested party down here waiting for here a certain street. The 23rd, milling and paving in Disbro Hill. So they can probably do that all at one time. The fuel prices starting to go up will actually get us back to where we kind of calculated initially. We originally thought we were going to have a discount where we'd get some extra roads in, but unfortunately, global, going into the next week or so with the asphalt plants opening, I'm expecting it'll be a push, so we won't have a big, charge nor big savings. But a lot of people have been looking forward to these roads being fixed, and we got them done. And we're already got Windsor Road and other things that we got. We're working on our next list.
Windsor Road is bad.
Well, East Windsor side of it, there was like 6 trucks out there the other day. But they were just filling they were just filling the hole. They weren't.
The problem is with the cold patch, it doesn't hold.
Yeah.
So with the plants opening, hopefully if we fill some of these with potholes for now, at least that'll hold for a while. So that is on my radar.
Potholes?
As is a few others. Yeah, they've been filling potholes, for the last few weeks, so, but the problem is it's not,
It's temporary.
Yeah, it's a temporary fix. So that's all I have for now.
Any new business? Any old business? Any additional comments from the dais? I have a few things just to remind. We've got the curbside spring cleanup coming, Monday, April 6th to April 10th. The maximum allowed per household is a 5-foot by 5-foot by 5-foot area. It should be placed curbside no later than 6 a.m. on Monday, April 6th. If you do not put it out there on Monday, April 6th, and they've already passed your road, they will not come back to pick it up.
Monday at 6 a.m.
So 6 a.m. Now, sometimes I'm the first house, and sometimes I'm the last house, so, please make sure it's out there no later than Monday, 6 a.m. on April 6th. Items, just real quick, that will not be picked up, appliances, refrigerators, freezers, washing machines, anything over 100 pounds, no rocks, stones, leaves, logs, brush, grass, no electronics of any type, but you can drop off at the Millstone Township Recycling Center. No motor vehicles, no tires, no treated wood, no hazardous materials, metal pipes, barrels, construction material. Anything that's non-transparent plastic bags, clear bags only, and obviously any hazardous materials may be taken to Monmouth County Reclamation Center by appointment, number 732-683-8686. This is on the website too, right?
Yeah, repeat, no construction material. People always forget. They always start putting sheetrock and 2x4s and things in there.
And before you move on.
Okay.
Mattresses are allowed, but they have to be
wrapped.
Correct.
Yes.
Clear wrapped.
Clear bag.
Clear bag, and waterproof, because if it rains, they won't be able to lift them either. So,
yeah.
Clear, waterproof bag.
Now, so the cleanup will not pick up tires. However, there is a Mosquito Madness tire pickup program that Monmouth County will come to your property and pick up as many as 10 tires without rims. You do not have to bring them to the curb. You can call 732-542-3630 to make arrangements today. You will need to provide your name, address, number of tires, and the location on your property. Tires will be picked up between February 1st and March 31st. This is also on our website?
Yes.
Okay. For additional information, you can check our website.
I got something.
Okay.
So, speaking of cleanups, April 18th is the 20th annual
Stream cleanup.
Stream cleanup, sorry.
That's okay.
Stream cleanup, hosted by the Environmental Commission. We'll start at 9 a.m., so put on your calendars. It's always a great day of camaraderie and cleaning up, so we maintain the beauty of our stream bodies that go throughout our town.
That is also posted on the website.
Yes, thank you. Also, I will have a shout out also to the Millstone EMS and Fire Department. Unfortunately, my family needed their services the Monday morning of the big storm. And I was wondering how they're going to get to my house. And sure enough, they came with a snowplow and an ambulance and a fire truck and helped my family and got them, my family member, to the hospital. And I'm greatly appreciative of them. The volunteers that came out during that, and the services of everybody that participated. So just a shout out, thank you very much for your service. We greatly appreciate it.
Excellent. Anything else?
You mean the big snowstorm?
The big snowstorm.
Wow. That's awesome.
Welcome back to the dais, sir.
Thank you.
Nice to see you on this side. Yeah.
Okay, at this point, I'll open the meeting up to the public at
8:37.
And we will close it at
8:37.
and I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make it.
Who was that?
Tara,
Okay.
all in
Jeff.
favor?
Jeff Simon.
Aye.
Time out.
8:38.